Brickyard, J.W. Miller wins. Chicagoland Speedway, here we are again as we crown a champion tonight. After some 13 races in the books, it is down to 4 drivers racing for a championship in the backyard of Black Horizon Brewery as we welcome you in live to the virtual Chicagoland Speedway. It is the final round of the Great Lakes Truck Series season, and it's the longest race of the season, 250 miles, 168 laps. The Black Horizon Championship race in Joliet, Illinois. 75 degrees, cloudy skies, 32% humidity. As I mentioned, going to be a fun one here this evening. I am the captain, Chris Scala. Of course, we're here each and every night, and the race is so long, they hired me a backup guy to be with me too. And he's not really a backup. He's more, we'll call him my sidekick or whatever you want to call him tonight. But we allowed Jason Clark to come up here and join me up here in the booth. So I'm pretty sure our ratings just doubled because I said your name. But
somehow I doubt that.
Well, Jason, you've been a part of this, man. You haven't been a part of the chase part, but you've been a part of this specific race. I mean, is there any kind of a clue of what kind of feeling these guys are having right now?
I hope everybody's just ready to go. It's a really long race, this one. You got to be patient. Possible triple stints on the first set of tires. Some guys might go for the double-double. We'll see how the cautions fall. It's going to be a great race for sure. It
is going to be a great race. And, of course, the checkered flag just came out. So, you know, there is something I still have from our checkered past here at the Chicagoland Speedway. Jason, it was a video from Sammy B that was sent to me of his a friend of his from college doing the national anthem. So I'm going to sit back and we'll let you enjoy the national anthem from Chicagoland Speedway.
Performing our national anthem, Chicago native Cody Marchakaitis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gentlemen, start your engines.
And the engines have started here at the virtual Chicagoland Speedway. Well done on the national anthem. And let's take a look at the starting lineup. They actually had a little whoopsies done. And because of that, we had open qualifying. And what do you know, Lucas Strayer gets the pole at a 30.711 second lap. He'll start next to Justin Bondurant in the front row. Sam Fontaine, Jason Dalton. That's last season's winner right there. Dalton dominated this race last season. Oh, by the way, was P1 at practice too. Brandon Alphin, who literally an hour ago was in a tornado warning and was in his parents' basement. That's how crazy it's been here the last couple hours for that driver. Robert Lukens, that's one of his better qualifying efforts, starting 6. No kidding. Tim Abril and Dylan Glass in row 4. Row 5, Cedric Ingram and J.W. Miller. The C's you see in everybody's name, those are the drivers going for the championship 4. Taking a look at the sixth row, Chris Evans, Alex Cummings. Row 7, Tyler Brewer, Sean Peachin. Ben Pierce, Brett Murphy, who he's come so close to getting that first career win there in the 10 car. Cam Ingram, Matt Telder in row number 9. Row 10, Travis Icovanci. Drayton Cook accidentally joined. He's really not racing. He's just helping out a driver, basically. So there we go. So the 4 drivers we mentioned tonight, Lucas Strayer, Sam Fontaine, Brandon Alphin, and J.W. Miller. Those are the 4. And you mentioned off the air 4 different teams. They got us broadcasting live at the Black Horizon Brewery tonight at their home track, Joliet, Illinois, the Chicagoland Speedway. It is the final race of the season. Tonight we crown a champion in the Great Lakes Truck Series. Green flag is out. Here we go. Yeah, he's got help from Dalton. So you got Millennium Enterprises there on the front row, and then you had KJD2 Racing on the second row as they work their way through turn number 2. And let's turn their audio on. Why the heck not?
It'll be interesting to see who starts going backwards here. Because the key to this is to save those tires early, start now, and keep doing it for as long as you can.
As they come off turn number 4. I realize your mic went on the last couple times, but I got it fixed.
Well, I'm here now.
You're here now. Bondo leads lap 1. We did miss, by the way, Sam Barnes' drift started row 11, so I thought there were only 19, but there's actually 21 starters in the race. Is Dalton picking up where he left off last season?
That bottom line is really good. Everybody's 3 wide. J.W. Miller, Dylan Glass, and Alex Cummings.
Careful, JW.
J.W. already looks like he's not forcing the issue. He's going to just quietly slip back to a hole somewhere. And, he'll be back.
I'll turn your audio up there a little bit. I know he's probably quiet on my end. Yeah, JW's Mr. Long Run, I like to call JW, because he will sit back and let the race come to you. And all of a sudden, it's like, hey, where'd he come from?
You don't need to lead this lap. You need to lead the last lap. And you can't do that unless you're there.
To finish first, you must first finish.
Yes.
Should make a comment our cameras tonight. Presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online. Also on the iRacing forums and on Facebook. See the line stretching out already. People going to the top, people going to the bottom, people in the middle. Some going to the apron.
I don't think the top is where you want to be just yet.
Just yet being the key words. I think right now you got to let it
come in. It's quick up there, but it will tear off that right front a little bit faster than letting it roll around the center of the bottom.
And that's because
a lot more off throttle time than you would think.
Right, and also less rubber too up there, and that's what eats the tires. More grip, more wear. That's Fontaine battling with Bondo right now for the second position. One thing that is different, we should mention. Yeah, go ahead.
Took the lead.
Yeah. Bondo to the front. Now, one thing I'm starting to mention there that has changed, this is the first championship race with no caution halfway. So that is one thing. I believe last season we went all the way to halfway without a caution.
We did 84 laps. I was there.
So there's no caution this time. So that plays a role. There's no more of this race to lap 84 and then race to lap 168. It's you're racing to 168.
Alex Cummings is running that top line. It gets a heck of a run out of 2, but then there's nowhere to go really.
Yeah.
It's still too wide for second and third.
So it makes this track so fun. And look at that battle right there. That's 4th and 5th. That's your top 2 championship guys, right? Or, I'm sorry, Strayer's second, but 2 of the championship guys right there, Fontaine and Alphen. So 3 of the top 5 already. The cream rising to the top.
Except for JW, he's going to go to the back for a bit and
Right.
just relax.
He'll be here in a little bit. I promise. As long as nothing happens, he'll be here in a little bit.
Yeah. And I think last time we made it, like you say, 84 laps before we had the competition caution. So it wouldn't surprise me to see these guys do it again.
I just thought about this. JW's like your DoorDash order. You're expecting him to be up front or expecting him to be on time, but he'll be here later.
He'll be there later, yeah. Sam Barnes hanging out way in the way back. I chatted with Sam before the race. I told him just be patient, save the tires, try not to crash.
That's all you can do.
He has had some unfortunate luck this season. Drift also in the back. Evans just hanging out. Brett Murphy, Ben Pierce, they know the plan here. Ben's done this multiple times.
How about our boy Lukens here, riding in the 9th position as we're on board with Cummings. He's hanging strong up top here.
Lukens is getting better and better, that's for sure. It's fun to see him running up front here. They're 2 wide, 3 deep there. Dylan Glass's plan was to win this race tonight.
Not a bad idea.
That's what he said. He's like, man, I'm either winning or I'm going to be in the way back.
Strayer, get some tin foil for your hat. Started blinking there for a second. Strayer goes to second. Probably spooked Dalton a little bit there. So you got the top 10, top 11 trucks all within 1 second of each other. Hey, look at this 19 truck right here. Near the back of this pack here. Oh, Cedric Ingram.
Yeah, running up there, running strong.
Cedric's like, I want a part of this.
That's Peachin.
Yeah.
Just chilling out.
Back of the pack there, you see Sean Peachin hanging out, and then 2 trucks back there. J.W. Miller. Right behind everyone's favorite Telder. I was going to say, everyone's favorite Telder.
Telder takes a lot of crap, but he's actually a super great dude.
He is, actually. I enjoy talking to him. He's funny as hell when he's not on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to race with Telder, and everything is okay.
That's the key to getting along with Telder. Don't race with him. Tell him you're going to go race with him.
We race a lot. We hang out at night and race. We do. It's bad for iRating and safety rating, but we do it anyway. Telder got a little loose there. Twitchy. Tyler Brewer getting better and better and better every race. Top 10 finish a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, handling is starting to come into play now. You're starting to see the single file line, bottom side. Abel there inside of Fontaine. But you mentioned Brewer. Yeah, he's at times you see his good side, but then at times you kind of see the not so good side. And
sometimes things happen.
Yeah, but that's how you learn.
Yeah. Oh, who is that? 19 in the wall.
19, that's Sedge.
Cedric. Yeah. Just a little bit of light wall contact there, it looked like.
And here comes Mr. Long Run. There's JW, I mentioned.
Yeah, you just pick them off one at a time when they make mistakes. In front of JW, though, are a bunch of people who are unlikely to make a mistake. So we'll see how long he stays back there.
You know, usually I say that about Sean Peachin, but guess what happens?
Hey, at one time at Indy where he had a moment in the pit stall.
That's fair. I've learned that, like, Sean knows that I like him as he's a great dude, but I've learned from knowing him that I don't say anymore of how good he's running. Because
you just gotta leave him alone.
Just leave him alone.
Yeah. As a Brewer Motorsports guy, I hang out with them when they're racing. Sometimes you just gotta let him race.
Let him go. Leave him alone.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
He's like Bruno in that Disney movie. You don't talk about him.
Yeah. JW looking to the inside of Peach in there. In the back, Evans looking at Arkabachi.
So pit strategy here. About 27 to 30 laps. So you're looking at about 11 to 14
Evans
laps
with the
range.
bumper.
Oh, Evans giving a bumper to somebody?
Putting a little bumper to Arkabachi there. Travis, the boss man.
Hey, he might not be the guy to do that to.
They're getting spicy in the back there.
Oh, Travis! We almost got the
Travis.
wall there.
Have a little of my ass in your face, he says.
I think you're allowed to say that.
I'm not sure. I told you I got all the F-bombs out. I don't know about the rest. Drift giving Evans a push there. You got teammates. Pushed him really squiggly. I don't know why they're doing that. Trying to get by Travis, I think.
That's great.
Who's that in front of Travis? That's Ben.
That's old Benny Pierce.
And just chilling.
Brett Murphy.
Brett.
Yep.
Cameron. Man, what a great group of people GLSR is. It's fun to watch every one of these guys race.
You got Cam Ingram there. Cam, apparently, I've been told the sponsor there, Strada, that you see also on Alfin's car here in third, they got us on there too. So we got places,
excellent.
people everywhere watching us. Restaurants
Not sure
and all.
what Strada is. What
Strada is
that?
an Italiano restaurant down in the Asheville, North Carolina area.
Huh. Well, awesome. That's cool.
So if you ever go to Asheville, North Carolina, not to get mixed up with Nashville, Tennessee, it's like when you go to Chicago, you go to Black Horizon and get a beer.
I've never been, as I'm Canadian and I live on the West Coast. But
Well, that's way
if I
out.
was close, I would go.
I guess you'd go to Vancouver.
Yeah. It's not a very nice beer. Oh, contact!
Oh,
TW.
whoa, hold on. That's Tim Averill cutting the grass.
Save it.
Tim's usually in the 18 or the 88 truck, but tonight
Save it.
somebody came in the room and stole his number. So he gets Travis's number, and Travis has the 18 tonight. Good save.
Yeah, way to keep it under control.
He almost had to go to work.
I'm going to rewind and take a look at that.
Oh, he hit JW. Oh, net code with JW.
I think it's net code. I'm just looking. Yeah, 2 feet of net code. Love this game. Sorry.
So our first contact with a driver involved in the playoffs.
Yeah, boys, about 2 feet of net code there.
Fair enough. Bondurant leading this thing right now over his teammate. Lucas Strayer, Alfin, Dalton, and Fontaine. We got 2 Millenniums, 2 KGD2s, and a TI in the middle. X.
Bondo about a half a second out on Strayer. He's on that clear air strategy. That will also play a huge part. The ability to dictate
More
your
fuel.
own line.
Yep.
No pressure. You are burning a little more fuel, but I think the key is to get to the front and slow down a little. You know, I doubt that Strayer and Alfin are pushing it super hard right now.
I don't know if anybody's really pushing hard.
No, I wouldn't be. Watch Strayer's in-car here. Let's listen to his RPM and see what he says.
I think we can all do that. Why not? Let's go on board with the #1 car, truck, whatever it is.
Nice and easy on the throttle.
Yep.
Smooth entry, smooth exit. Save those tires. As a driver, I think what you're listening to is not the engine, but you're listening to the sound of your tires
Yeah.
on the pavement. And if you hear any of that screeching sound, you don't want that.
No.
The whole goal is to make that go away. So
Look at Lukens back here going for 5th.
I haven't moved.
Maybe it was the paint job he had on a truck before.
Maybe. The no copyrighted sponsors rule really brought out the best of the paint jobs, I think.
It did.
Everybody, you know, supports a local business or makes something up, team paints. A lot better than your generic looking NASCAR race, I think.
There's the first F-bomb of the night.
I don't think I swore there, did
Oh,
I?
I thought I heard him. I at least
don't
heard
think I
Ken.
swore. Well, you have to look it back. You have to look back on the broadcast. F-bomb count, I think, is still 0.
So it's funny all season long, and ever since I've raced with Alex Cummings, I'm looking at the 63 truck. Every time I see a sponsor, I think of Tekken, the game. From
Me
like
too.
way back.
Yeah, Tekken. That's what I got. That's when I quick glance at it. That's what I get too. But it's actually Techno.
Oh, Telder's on pit road early.
Short pit.
Yeah, Telder's got a little bit of his sneak peek of his Is this his team next? See, it says Ace Racing. I'm like, wait a minute here.
Telder's running for Ace right now, and then next season, I believe, is taking over the charter for Millennium.
Telder has become the new traditional fuel only there, by the way. He is the 1990s NASCAR guy that would just jump from team to team and race for whoever throughout the season.
Well, he's solid. When Telder's on his game, he's a solid driver.
Absolutely.
And he'll get you some team points.
I've always told him.
and Evans still battling back there.
I've always told him if you could ever just get yourself in a good position, you'll see your talent.
Oh. Contact Ikabachi into Evans.
Oh, jeez.
A little have some of this, I believe, is what just happened there.
Some heavy damage there. Left rear of Evans.
They were racing each other really hard. I'm going to go back and take a quick gander at that. Possible Travis just got loose. Well, maybe Evans came down a little.
Things can't happen.
Just two trucks trying to occupy the same spot. Racing deal, I would say.
That's what the admin says. Somebody else, JW's coming to pit road. Lap 28.
I think you can do 30 on a tank. And if everybody's trying to stretch it, because tires and fuel don't add up, I think you got to stay out as long as you can on this one.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of pitting a lap or so before. Force everyone else to come with you.
Well, there is that strategy.
Like Brandon Alfin's going to do right now. Here comes Alfin to pit road.
Come with me,
Here comes Alex Cummings. Here comes Lukens, Cam Ingram. As you see, the pit stop by J.W. Miller forced the first one to pit road. And it should be, I'm thinking, fuel only out of all these guys.
Everybody should take fuel only. Just heard over the radio Bondo and Strayer this lap.
Sounds about right. Oh, tires for Cummings, it looks like. Is that Lukens? That's Lukens behind Alfin. Right sides. Left side's going on now, so he's going to get 4 Mr. Feelgoods. As here come the leaders to pit road.
Fresh Feelgoods will put you in the front right now.
Yeah.
Looks like Brett Murphy and Pierce are going to come in this lap as well. Dalton, everybody's calling out pit stops. This is where sometimes GLSR doesn't have the best history. We
of entering pit road.
Don't get the green flag right.
Has Sam pitted yet?
Where's Sam? Yeah.
Sam's gonna hate me for that one.
Rolling off pit road right now.
He's gonna hate me for that comment.
We're good. But now this is the tricky part. Trying to get back onto the track on old tires is not a pleasant experience. This apron area is not very grippy.
Obviously, it's dirty, all the rubber, all the dirty, all the rubber on the track and stuff. And hey, we're gonna have an interesting surprise up front here in a second, I think. We'll see where these trucks fan out when it's over with here. Sam Fontaine leaving pit road with Dalton, Sean Peachin.
They're coming around at speed. There's Bondo right there.
So pit stops complete for the first round, and look at this. The first 2 trucks to come to pit road are leading the race. Now, to explain real quickly to the fans watching tonight at Black Horizon, this is a simulator called iRacing. These are actual drivers. They're driving, you know, in their basement or bedroom or living room or kitchen or, God forbid, their
Somebody
iPad.
is in their kitchen, to be honest with you.
You know they are. I'm sitting in
if
my...
there's anybody, it's Felder.
Oh, absolutely. His room looks like a kitchen. No, I'm actually
it's
like...
possible.
I'm in my second bedroom is where I'm at. Of course, Clark's in his... Who knows where he's at.
I'm in my upstairs kind of living room area off the master bedroom.
There you go. Wouldn't that be called a pantry? No, that's not a pantry. A loft?
Yeah, I guess you could call it a loft. Everybody, hopefully in their pajamas, slippers on, ready to race. This is a long race.
This was the part, if I wasn't on the air, I would make a comment to that, but I'm not going to right now. So there's old Bobby Lukens behind the 10 car or truck of Brett Murphy, 12th position for him.
But Lukens is on them fresh
He's
field
got the
goods,
four
so
goods.
he can do whatever he wants. He won't have any trouble passing people if he puts his mind to it.
As I look at pit times, he's the only one that took tires that run, I think.
Yeah, that's may have been a mistake on his part, forgetting to uncheck his tires.
Right.
I know I've done that. Or maybe he's got a strategy we just don't understand yet.
Like use all your tires up?
Like use up all your tires. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I hope it works out for him. It's going to depend on cautions. As they get older and it gets slippery out there, you might get one.
Sean Peachin riding in the 8th position. We ride on board with the Black Horizon number 21.
Another great looking paint
It
job by
is.
Sam Buds for the Black Horizon crew. Those guys get the best looking trucks, that's for sure.
The paint scheme by Alphin actually up front is a Sam BB paint.
There's a reason that I only call Sam when I want a new paint job. It's because he does fantastic work. The KY Jelly truck, which I still run to this day, to me that thing is a work of art, and it still draws comments in official races and other leagues that I run it in. I have that scheme for every like all the series. It's on my Xfinity car. I run it in the Slide Job League. It's on my next gen car. It's on my Cup car, Gen 6. It's on my truck. I just love it.
Are you saying it's a slick paint?
It's a slick paint, and it gets all kinds of comments like that in races too. So I really love it.
Wait,
But
are you trying to say I'm like everyone else?
his work on the Black Horizon paints is always just so good.
There's a reason why the podcast at the Jason Clark episode is the best one ever.
I think that's also debatable. But it was pretty good. JW and Alphin are just chilling in front. Nobody's pushing. Telder up into 6th.
Yeah, Telder up to 6th. We got 3 of the top 4 trucks in the playoffs right now, running in the top 4. Strayer, as you see on the far left, running 9th right now, as Dalton and Peachin battle each other here for the 7th position.
Peaching to the inside there, but it's going to be some hard to complete a pass down the inside on 40-lap old tires.
This is probably the part of the race where that top groove might come into play a little bit.
I myself would probably be in the middle right about now, about a lane and a half up off the bottom, that first seam that you see in the concrete or the asphalt there.
Hey, your boy's the biggest mover in the race, by the way, right now. Telder? Oh, Bondurant's off track. He's cutting the grass, heading for pit road. Look out.
Keep it out.
Hold on there, young man.
The cone, Bondo. Keep it out from behind the cone.
You did a good job. Wow. I see right side contact on the truck, so I'm not sure if he hit another truck or if he got the wall.
I'm running it back here.
We're going to do the same
Looks
here.
like
What
he just
happened to Bondo here?
He tagged the wall.
If I can hit the right
Tagged
thing.
the wall and got poorly. Put it in the grass.
These
Good
trucks,
save not to touch pit road, because that would have cost him a drive-through penalty.
right? Yeah, he just got a little tight there, maybe out of the air of JW, and then head straight for the infield. And there's where he gets both his hands and feet on the wheel.
It's so slick in that grass. It's some hard to drive in that. Oh, and now he's loose coming off pit road. All right.
Yeah, it looks like he's all good. He's in front of the other truck that cut the grass earlier, Tim Averill.
It'll cool the tires down, maybe. Maybe it was the strategy.
That's
we're
good.
not sure.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
I'm fairly new to iRacing still, but I hear that used to be a thing. You could clip the grass.
I think
And it
there's
would
a term for
Make
that.
cool your tires. Exploiting? Cheating?
I would go with that. I would go with, oh gosh, what's the term they use for when you, there's a computer term for it.
Which?
No, but I'm watching Lukens. I've gone brain dead in my head here. There was like cheesing.
Cheesing, yeah. Well, you can still cheese. Cheesing on pit road is part of the experience of iRacing.
I've never cheesed at all, I don't think.
Neither have I.
At least purposely. Hey, by the way, Fontaine has moved to third with that incident. So look at this, top 3 now, all playoff drivers.
Where's the other one?
7th right now.
Dreyer in 7th.
Matter of fact, he's about to get passed by Mr. Four Goods here, Mr. Lukens.
Yeah, Lukens is moving up.
Virginia driver there running in the 9th position. The lights are coming on.
Just watching Strayer and Peachin, like Strayer's truck on the top line there just seems so much more, just better.
Well, it's not as bumpy up there either. The bottom groove here at this track
It is bumpy.
has some elements to it. I mean, let's watch Alfin here as he goes through the bumps here. Bang, 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 right there.
Boom,
You can see a
boom,
view.
boom, yeah. You come about up to that first seam and those go away, and that's pretty important on those old tires. Lukens with those feel goods only got about 15 or 16, 17 laps maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he might be pacing him a little bit too. So not trying to tear him up here.
Yeah, if he's realized that he, whoops, I wasn't supposed to take tires there.
Right, so in that case,
Gonna
he's
have to
probably going to do a
slow it
triple
down.
here. Which would mean going, what, 90 laps on a set of tires?
Last season was 84. It was
Rip.
a heck of a stint. I think when I finished, I was at 36% on the right front, which is, but that's 84 laps on the fixed setup, and the fixed setup in iRacing isn't designed to, it's not made to save tires or run for 84 laps on a single set.
But you can make those adjustments in the truck. I mean, if it's steering ratio, if it's brake bias, if it's offset.
A little bit of brake bias,
Right.
yeah. Actually, a little bit of trail braking here won't hurt your case.
I
Just to
think-
get the nose planted to the bottom,
Yep.
and then you can accelerate away.
I don't know
People
so
think
much in
that mile
terms.
and a half are all about, just go, but it's really, that's not the key.
Well, Boss Man's on pit road early.
At 48.
Yeah, I think it's a good time maybe to mention this. I know, don't know how much Travis and Natalie, who's watching on the stream, might want this put out there a little bit, but we're probably going to be the last full season we see, at least for a little bit, from Travis, because somebody's getting married soon.
Congratulations to the both of them,
Absolutely.
for sure. Hi, Natalie.
Actually, congratulations
Jake.
to Natalie, and I'm sorry to Natalie.
Also, I'm sorry.
But he's
Also,
sitting there.
I'm sorry. Where's Sammy Barnes? Just chilling. Dylan Glass is falling way to the back. Might be having some trouble on those older tires.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to see the 13 sit there for a little bit.
I wonder what happened to Travis. I will hit the rewind button. Go find it.
Might be one of those Travis is just mad and got off the track.
Maybe he taps the wall. Yeah. Coming out of 2.
So it looks like Travis maybe got a piece of the wall from what it sounds like.
Yeah, just a little light contact with the rear of the truck on there.
Beachin and Stray are going at it here for 7th. Sorry.
The arrow is actually fairly important here. So it's probably best to get it fixed. You're close enough to... Yeah, I guess you're close enough to the next pit stop cycle.
They're fairly wide open around this track a majority of the time.
The draft is important. Arrow damage is bad. Lucan's all over the bumper, Beachin.
Lukens, I'm surprised those tires. I don't know if he's just kind of saving, hanging out where he is, or if his truck is maybe stalled out now as the tires have come caught back up to the.
Just equalized a little bit.
Battle for third. Alex Cummings looking top side, crossing over maybe in that Toyota.
Going for the third win of the season, maybe.
Yeah, Alex finally broke the dirt spell he was under.
Yeah, man, it would have been so cool to see it go 10 races with 10 different winners, but those guys definitely put in the work to win 2 in a row. It's a shame Mr. Smith, Aaron Smith there, you know, he didn't quite make the Final Four, but he was very quick.
Yeah, he ended up winning, what, the last 2 of the last 3 races in the end?
Yeah. He put in a valiant effort, that's for sure.
So we should see another set of pit stops probably in the next 5 to 10 laps. Actually, probably the next 3 to 5 laps, I would say.
I'm going to take a look here at Alphen. That's wrong, but
Alphen pitted at 28, so he should be, I would think, in the next lap or 2. We should see, if everything goes the way it was, JW would be this lap. If he does 27, then again, you might see Alphen and Miller pit with each other here.
if you look at Alphen's lap time since lap 30, it's 32.2 on lap 31 and a 32.7 on lap 54. So only a half a second's fall off.
Wow. That's called saving your tires.
That
right there.
is saving your tires.
Tell her to pit
right
road.
there. Just smooth, clean, consistent laps.
Wait a minute.
That's
Here. Breaking news. Calhoun is in the building.
Keith Calhoun.
William, Keith, Ben, whatever you want to name him.
Whatever his name is. Excellent. I saw him posting paints in the GLSR paint channel, so I think we might see a return. I could check the Season 7 numbers channel. Let's scroll
He
up
could be a
here
hot free
to the
agent if he
list.
didn't have a team yet.
He's not on the list yet, but we got high hopes. I hope to see Cody Beatty's coming back.
Yep.
So, you know, I'd like to see all of those guys in our Discord with the retired driver tag. Get back in your truck.
Yeah. JW Miller
Get
coming to
back
pit
out
road.
here.
Here we go.
Let's play.
I mean, I might know a team with an opening. I'm just saying.
Who's going to follow JW in?
Should, I would assume the rest of these guys are coming this time by. I mean, JW gained almost 8 spots. He's going tires here. 4 tires and fuel for Miller.
60.
And Alphen's coming in now.
Evans is in the pits.
So for
So
Miller, a
it's
14.7, good stop for him. Let's see how quick he can get off pit road now.
Evans came in just before Miller, but it looks like he's getting some damage dealt with as he sat there longer than Miller.
And let's see, Alphen's going tires. So Sammy Fontaine leading this race right now. Being the, what, second playoff driver now to lead this race.
Second, yes. The cream will rise to the top.
It will.
for sure.
14.8 for Alphen.
We will probably see the 4 of them running in the top 4.
Oh, that's usually the way it goes. Alex
It's usually
Cummings,
the way it goes.
if you're one who plays fantasy on the Great Lakes website, greatlakesimracing.com, you would have been very smart to find a way to put those 4 drivers in your lineup. And in the 5th lineup could have been like you, for instance, and got away with it.
Oh, for sure. I'm not even on the list. I'm so cheap.
Hey, that pit stop from JW Miller, he's got a pretty good size lead over the 28 Alphen now.
Oh, he's going to take off like a rocket on them new tires.
They all got feel goods.
Be interesting just to watch and see if anybody goes for the triple here. As long as you can avoid going a lap down. Because if we don't get a caution, that's really going to hurt you. JW just driving it down the inside. Let's go, he says.
Passes drift. Now, JW, of course, if there's any track he's going to say that owes him one, let's go back to season 3 or season 2, shall we? The championship race here where he and Zach Allman racing for the championship, and the wreck that I think has still been talked about to this day.
I think there's a picture of it. Sam Fontaine on the pit road here.
He's going to bring his teammate with him.
Dalton in. Sammy Barnes says he's going to pit. Peachin takes over the lead, I believe. Going to get a lap lead. He is battling for 11th. I do believe he's battling for 11th with April. And I believe that if Ben Pierce has a solid run, he can get that best of the rest.
Yeah, that's where April right now, he was bragging about that last week, about how he had a pretty good sizable lead on that 11th position spot, or the best of the rest as we're calling it.
He's 51 points up, so we'll see how it goes. Then then it's Peachin, 51 behind, and then Pierce is only 6 behind Peachin.
Yeah, Sean's on pit road right now as we're 20 laps from the halfway point.
Looks like, yeah, we're getting some feel goods on the Peachin machine.
He's going to feel peachy.
He'll be. Yes, peachy. I'm going to use that joke next time I talk.
You have all the permission.
I'm going to tell you.
My jokes are like setups, open all. Oh, wait, I don't have any setups.
How's my boy Telder doing?
Telder's third right now.
Wait, no, still got third?
Up 15 spots right now, the third position. Telder's like, I want some of that, like, ace stealing race luck.
You know, Telder has the ability to win this. He's fairly decent at these kind of things. It seems like he's in the rhythm. As long as he can avoid any unfortunate circumstances or people being in front of him, I think he'll be all right. He's recently learned how to paint using Photoshop, so he's driving his own creation tonight.
Alex Cummings coming up on the back of Telder right now for third. Dalton just ran the fastest lap of the race, 30.9, so the speeds with the sun setting and the clouds, or the lights coming on, are going to start picking up.
Yeah, before the pit stop, 32s. After the pit stop, 30s. It's crazy how much faster you can go on those fresh feel goods, and it just feels so much better as a driver. You're like, yes, I love these tires, because those old ones were starting to not cooperate anymore.
All right, so J.W. Miller has a 2-second lead right now on Brandon Alphin, and then it's back 5.7 to Matt Telder. Alex Cummings is about 5.5 seconds back. He's right on Telder's gearbox or tailgate or whatever you want to say.
I think if I went back and watched it, I think Telder actually passed Cummings.
It might be that way. But Cummings is wanting that spot back. And Fontaine's like, can y'all figure it out, please?
Excuse me, can I just get by while you guys
I think he's
race?
literally thinking, he's thinking the middle right here. He's thinking the middle. Don't do it, Sammy.
Oh, don't do it, Sam. Oh, he's going to take the apron.
Gonna
pick up about a 10th on the apron.
Yeah, the problem is Telder won't let you up most of the time.
Yeah, it'll compromise your entry into one, though. You don't want to come in too low.
Telder gave him
Sam going to drive it in there and make it stick, though.
Telder gave him more room than he does most people.
Telder wouldn't leave me that much room, I'll tell you that right now.
He's one of those, if you went down there, you earned it.
There's two theories to apron racing. It seems like in iRacing. There's the, okay, you went down there, I'll let you back up. And then there's some people who believe that that's not the racing surface, which it is. And some guys won't let you back up, and you just got to door them out of the way.
But then you're in a league that penalizes you for cautions or whatever. Guess what?
Yeah. You can't really do that.
Can't win that battle. So J.W. Miller, Brandon Alphin, Sam Fontaine, top three, all three playoff drivers, and Lucas Strayer hanging out back in the 6th position right now. As you're watching the Black Horizon Championship race, from the virtual Chicagoland Speedway on iRacing. Appreciate that.
66 laps without a caution.
How about 70?
70. Oh, I'm still watching the replays, guys. I went back to watch what happened between Telder and Cummings. It's been Cummings just trying to get around Telder there for a while. Looks like he's done it now.
All the way back here at the 13th position, Ben Pierce, Robert Lukens, Cedric Ingram. Good little battle here. Of course, Ben Pierce kicked off season 6 with a victory. And, oh, black flag for Telder. Is that what? Oh, maybe it's, okay, never mind. His friend Kevin. I was like, wait a minute here. What? He's telling us to black flag.
Kevin Davis says we should black flag Telder.
Yes. Which, Kevin, by the way, I'll get your friend on Facebook one of these days.
I can't black flag Telder. Look at him go.
He also could be saying that moment will happen anytime tonight.
Looking at Dylan Glass's lap times, it looks like he took tires. I believe everybody took tires.
I would say everybody. Let me look at Lukens. Lukens even did. So Lukens is down to one set of tires. Well, 100, just less than 100 laps to go.
That's a heck of a stint.
I'd say. Look back here. Telder under attack from two of the Millennium Boys. About the only team he has a race for this season.
Dalton in there too. Cummings got around Telder and then just left.
Now he's stuck with Brett Murphy, who's the only one of that Millennium team not to win a race this season, though he's been tried.
I believe Telder's still just riding, saving his tires. It's not quite time for go yet. But everybody on the double-double means that last stint's going to be pretty long. And you'll have to come in and get fuel. And you won't have tires to take.
Well, I did the math earlier. If you do 28 laps on a stint, that gets you to 168 on 6 stops. Of course, it'll be double stint, double stint, to get to the finish. But if a you-know-what comes out,
yeah, it's
changes everything.
If you can have one of those things, if you can have 4 of those fresh feel-goods sitting in the pits in the event of an unlikely emergency.
Oh, Lukens on pit road. As you see Drift get past Cam Ingram, that's a battle for the 10th position. Drift having a good run right now in that Ford.
Travis is still sitting on pit road, 27 laps down.
There might be an angry Travis.
I don't know.
Might want to check the boxing ring.
No, I don't see anything.
Okay.
It looks like the Discord is being spammed.
Oh no.
Music box.
Leave it to us to be hacked in the middle of a race. Damn people near China.
The season 6 calendar information channel has Fred Boat Music Bot. Apparently. Never heard of it.
Wait a minute, is Fred friends with, what's his name, the podcast bot?
Craig? Isn't that his name?
Friends with Craig.
JW pulled out to 2 seconds and just kind of stayed there, often a second, almost 2 seconds up on Fontaine.
There's your best battle right here as you wants the battle for 6, Dalton and Murphy. It's a battle for 6. Murphy up 9 spots from his 16th starting spot.
Oh, the Fred Boat is not spam. It's actually Travis and Sam using a music bot in their team channel right now. That's what's going on. All right. I love music. I kind of want to go hang out.
5.
No, it's okay.
Go play some of your Volbeat or whoever.
I'm not a huge Volbeat fan. It's Wolfpack.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, listen to Wolfpack. Trust me.
Justin Bonner, who led the first couple laps of this race, going a lap down.
Yeah, that wall contact really slowed him down, and the trip through the grass didn't help. How badly damaged is this truck?
Talking about the ups and downs of a season for him. He led the points most of the season.
He's got some damage. I wouldn't say heavy right side damage, but his hood is definitely crinkled. Big hole in there. Front fender is pushed in above his right front, so that's definitely not helping as everybody goes by him here. Sam Barnes has found himself a lap down. I know his plan was to just try not to die tonight. He's accomplishing the goal.
I think if you're any of the playoff drivers, you want that issue not to happen.
Mm-hmm. Sam with another great looking paint job, though.
Oh, of course. Sammy Fontaine, you can paint some trucks, oh, by the way, too.
Sam Fontaine Designs also does great work. I know he does all the KJB2 trucks.
Of course, Sam, with the orange truck, I can't help but remember the historic event that happened here in 2002 at this track. When a windstorm came through Chicago and blew the Tropicana orange onto the back straightaway.
I've seen that in a YouTube clip.
You can.
I was not a racing fan at that time in my life.
Uh-oh, family matters.
I've seen it in a racing clip.
Family matters on the back straightaway here. Cedric passing Cam, father for son.
My son doesn't play iRacing, but if he did, I bet he'd be faster than me.
Uh-oh, back here for the 5th. Strayer has now made it. There it is, officially. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They've done
Your
it.
playoff drivers, officially.
83 laps in, they did
Right
it.
at halfway, too. And here comes Brandon Alphin to pit road. Pitting early.
What's 30 laps from here is... Yeah?
I have a feeling he's not taking tires here.
No.
Tim Averill coming with him. You know what it is? I think teams are starting to see that how much track position you're gaining being the first to pit road, and they're going for it.
Fuel only.
Yep,
for
fuel only for
all-
Brandon.
Fuel only for April.
So we enjoyed our one lap of 1, 2, 3 forage. And now we're past the
I'm
halfway
sure they'll
point.
scope themselves out again.
All right, 84 laps complete, 84 to go.
I expect to see the shockguru.com truck coming down pit road right now. Here he comes.
Yep, there he is, the 6 truck on pit road. $20 viewers, I think. I don't know what number we've been up to, but I see 20. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. Of course, this race has the record. Season 3, we had 45 viewers hit the stream at one time.
Fuel may stop.
Should be. And he pulls away.
Look at these guys go, 86 laps. Anything after this, I believe, is a record for the most laps run without a caution.
Well, not necessarily, because remember, we did have a
No, wait.
caution-free race, a couple of them.
Homestead.
Yes.
Homestead was caution-free.
We had 2 caution-free races, did we not?
Maybe that one where I didn't throw a caution in the dirt race.
That's fair. All right, so Fontaine and Strayer, pressure's on them. Then when they going to come to pit road?
Who's the first guy to pit? JW.
Well, now it was Alphin.
I was looking at the first
Oh,
guy.
yeah, it's been JW the last couple times. Well, actually, it's been Telder, but out of the playoff drivers, JW.
Yeah. Sticking it on the bottom, easy in, easy out. His tires sound smooth.
Yeah, I was going to say, the one thing, you started talking about the tires earlier, and then some things happened. The one thing about the tires I learned, and I actually remember listening to, I think it was Denny Hamlin talk about it in a race once on iRacing, when they were doing the NASCAR stuff on iRacing, is he brought up how the tires, if you turn them all the way up and turn everything down except for your tires, and you go to 16-1 on your steering ratio, at that point,
and you'll learn how to drive. You'll learn how to make them not squeal.
Real
it's
quick.
all you'll be able to hear in your ears.
real quick, yes.
My settings actually have most of the sounds turned down a little bit, and the tires cranked as loud as they would go. It doesn't make me any faster, but it does help a little. Looks like Strayer and Murphy gonna come in. I guess I'm a little ahead because
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm
you're hearing it on
watching
the
stuff.
backstretch.
I'm listening to the team chat. I'm listening to the voice chat.
Nothing wrong with that. Fontaine, here he comes. Here come the two Millennium trucks.
I didn't hear Sam say he was going to pit, and earlier he was complaining that people were saying people.
Well, he finally said, screw it, I ain't calling it then.
Well, technically, we had this conversation earlier in the season. There's not actually a rule about calling your pit
Right.
entry. And in real NASCAR, they're not calling out pit entries. Right?
Well,
it's just a question of
kinda
observing.
ironic,
It's a courtesy.
Kind of ironic, a Friday Night League I run in, I kind of got pissed at somebody not calling their pits out.
I think everybody should be aware enough. We all know what lap it is, and everybody's on basically the same strategy. So
My problem's more when you call it like in the middle of the corner coming to pit road. It's like, wait, be respectful. Call it like on the back straightaway here where Alphin is, or so that we have time to slide up the track a little bit and give you room. Where if you call it and we're directly behind you.
Mute him in Discord, Sam. Sorry.
Here comes Cedric Ingram, Ben Pierce on pit road.
One more time, Sam. I just didn't hear you.
Sam's trying to talk to Mr. Clark, the admin. And for the sake of everyone else, I will not put that on stream.
I'll be right back, Scout.
All right. So Clark's been called to work. As here comes Dalton to pit road. Sean Peachin's going to come with him. And it should cycle it back around to J.W. Miller. As the leader of this race. Both of these guys did not take tires. Brandon Alphin, Fontaine didn't take tires. Neither did Strayer. Drift looks like it's the first one that took tires here.
All right, we got Sam all sorted out. Having some problems with the music bot in the chat channel there.
As JW just kissed the wall off turn 2 at the rear. Not sure if it damaged the truck here. I got a peek at it. Looks like it's okay. It might be a little netcode contact. But once again, top 4, all the playoff drivers. And Zach Allman watching on the stream. Whoever Unsolve is on the stream. Ben Baffert on the stream. Is that Caden Unsolved?
It might be Caden or possibly the cruise missile. It's one of those two. Good to see the PPM boys paying attention still. Come back and race.
We need to get them back. They were the most hated people. But you know what? They were cool people. They're family.
Yeah, they were all right. I never had a problem with them. And
well, we didn't.
I know a lot of guys didn't. But,
oh, geez.
you know,
Baffert, what the hell is that language?
Stuff was done. Just come back and race.
So appreciate everybody watching tonight, though, from Black Horizon Brewery. Also, Strada Italiano, 2 different restaurants at least watching. If you're someone else watching from an establishment, let us know. I'll throw a compliment out there. Shout out to wherever you may be.
Alex Cummins looking all up in the bumper of Lucas Strayer.
I'm watching Drift come up here through the field. Up to 9th right now. I think he took tires that time
Just
around.
past Telder?
Yep.
Yeah. I've always watched the broadcast and then on my own in my own sim I'm in the race session, so I can watch whatever I want on my own screens. And I always find myself looking back and forth between the two to see what's going on. It's like an extra set of eyes because you can't quite see everything when they're all spread out like this.
So here's a scenario we got to start to talk about. We're coming up to 70 laps to go. We're only seeing probably 2 more stops the rest of this race. So if you're Fontaine, if you're Strayer, what do you do different? You got to do something now because, as I've always learned in racing, if you follow the leader, guess what you're going to do in the end? Follow the leader.
Yeah. I don't know that there's much you can do against the established tradition of this long race here at Chicagoland, which has always been a lot of fun. Strategy has always played a part of it, and it's always been the double-double or the triple stint. Nobody's on the triple stint. I don't know what you could do right now. Put the power down and try to get out front and build a gap? I don't know.
Be tough to call. I don't want to play Monday morning quarterback here or whatever. You got 68 to go. I mean, could you try maybe getting to 60 to go in about 8 laps and jump the pit road and break up the race now into 1 stop?
30 and 30, yeah. Well, but if we get a caution, that's going to be costly.
Well, what's the worst thing that's the worst that can happen? What's the best that can happen? You throw a Hail Mary and win this race.
Exactly, yeah. Lap 101.
It's tough here. So yeah, we're 67 laps to go, 100 miles left in this race.
I like your call. Pit on lap 108 or 110, somewhere around there. Take those tires early, get out there.
There goes the fresh tires to your inside right there. Drift going by Dalton, by to Murphy, by to Cummings.
The ability to just power out of 2 and 4 makes all the difference. And to power into it. Maybe Drift's got something up his sleeve here. He got that magical Dover win.
Yeah.
That ace racing thing happening out, maybe.
That would be very ace-like of him, huh?
Maybe the plan is to get up there behind Miller and create just a buffer.
JW leading by 3.1 seconds now over Brandon Alphin. So, Dylan Glass scraping up the wall and now going a lap down. The man that you said earlier was determined to win this race, unfortunately, is now 16th, 1 lap down.
Oh, nothing, I guess. Turned into nothing. Quick caution, put him back on the lead lap, though. I'm hovering my finger over the button, just waiting.
Like Tommy Lee
See how
Jones
mad they
and,
get when I throw cautions when I'm not supposed to.
Like
instead
Tommy
of not
Lee
throwing
Jones
them
and,
when I should.
I'm thinking of Tommy Lee Jones and Men in Black. Remember the little red button? Don't push the little red button.
Never push the little
Never
red
push
button.
the little red button. Hey, we seeing something coming here together. Fontaine is starting to bring in Mr. Alphin for second.
Put a second between them. Your telemetry is much better than the actual iRacing telemetry.
Well, thank you.
Yours seems to time it actively throughout the lap, and iRacing only updates it every time you go past the caution lights.
Ah.
Lucan's going to come to pit road one more time. I just heard him over the voice chat. From running super strong the whole race to now 2 laps down. Not sure what happened to poor Robert.
Probably used up those tires. Remember, you only had one set of tires to work with at the end.
True story. How's my boy Tyler Brewer? Chilling out, 14th. Having a good run. Hasn't hit anybody or anything. Excellent.
Yeah, Brewer's doing a good job right now. We're still watching
That's
this
the
fight
battle
here.
for.
And Brandon
that's
Alfin's
the
coming to
battle
pit
for
road.
11th.
Brandon Alfin to pit road here, 108. Will it be tires or no tires here?
I say tires.
I think you're going to be right.
We're gonna find out here as he pulls into a stop.
Tires.
Yeah,
Yep.
right side's coming up. 4 tires and a fresh tank of Sunoco racing fuel.
There he goes. He pulls away, and that's going to push JW. I think he's got to come to pit road here. So let's go over here and watch the 6 truck.
Good race so
Very
far.
good.
I
Yeah.
know it's been caution free for 109 laps,
He
but
said it, not me.
that's what you. Sorry. That's what you look for. That's what I want to do. I want to run. I don't like pace laps. None of these guys want to run pace laps.
Fontaine next to pit road.
JW's gonna have to come in here.
Well, you know what I think these guys are doing? They're building laps in case you have the green-white checker. You always got to kind of bank 2 or 3 laps now.
Yeah. Just heard Dalton on the radio. He's gonna come in.
Left side's on, 15 flat for Fontaine. So I think if you're Miller, if you don't pit like now,
Soon-ish.
you're looking at him probably having to go the rest of the way on this stint, and not because it's either one side or the other. You can't split it. And he's staying out again, so he might run this entire run out.
Interesting. That's quite a bit fresher tires later.
Yeah, because right now, let's look at Alfin. Last time by, Brandon ran a 31.21 to JW's 32.66. That's a second and a half in 1 lap.
That's crazy. The fall off, it doesn't look like you're going that much slower, and it certainly doesn't really feel like you're going that much slower, but a second and a half a lap adds up real quick.
So here's the seed I want to plant now. With these guys pitting where they are, you're looking at what, 45 or 55 laps to the end of this race. One stop, and most of these guys, one set of tires as Strayer and Murphy come in. Do you dare not take tires in that last stop?
Yeah.
That might be the strategy that's like, oh, you know.
Miller to pit road here.
Yep, Miller's in. I mean, I'm the one that's just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that you do or you don't, but, I mean, if you're Lucas Strayer, for instance, and you're 4th right now of the 4 drivers, do you dare say, you know what? I'm going to save the set of tires in case the yellow comes out. I'm going to finish 4th anyways.
Yep. For sure. That's definitely a valid strategy. The worst that can happen is you finish 4th.
In the points, right.
And yeah, and the best thing that can happen is
You just won yourself a championship.
you just won. Yeah. So That's a bold strategy. I think JW took tires.
Yeah,
there.
14.4. He took tires. Alex Cummings on pit road now.
I love the chat when we race. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sean. Ben Pierce and I used to say hi to each other every time we passed each other. Hi, Ben. Hi, Jason.
So that hands the lead to Drift, who pitted at lap 92.
Drift gonna take them field grips.
Keith, if you look over on the ticker to the left, the 4 drivers with C around their name. So you'll see Alphin, Fontaine, Miller, and Strayer are your championship 4. So Drift leads right now. Sean Peach in second, Tyler Brewer, and then Brandon Alphin, who is the first to come to pit road at 107, is going to be 4th. And then Dylan Glass right now is 5th, right there in front of him. And again, big shout out to our friends at TrackCams22.com for the cameras that you're seeing tonight, upgraded recently. And appreciate what they've done. Check them out online on the iRacing forums and on Facebook.
Sam Fontaine gonna weave his way through traffic there. See you later. Here comes JW with him.
Yep, Miller just moved to the lucky dog position. And Glass is coming to pit road.
So Brewer, Peachin, and Drift still have to pit. Drift has like another 10 laps, I think. Or so.
So now we can go ahead and say that we are getting close. As a matter of fact, it might be this lap to breaking that record for the most consecutive green flag laps in a run. Because usually the
Homestead would have been 120 laps. So yeah. The Brewer gonna get up and out of the Dolphins' way. Dolphin with a
Could you imagine if
fairly
Brandon,
hefty lead and some space and some guys between them.
could you imagine if Brandon won this race after what he went through about 2 hours ago?
Oh, to win the championship.
Know that
It's a dream I'll never achieve, but
2 hours ago you're sitting in your parents' basement because there was a tornado 30 miles away from your house.
stupid weather, go away. I need to go win this race.
I mean, Dorothy and Wizard of Oz wouldn't think of that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Peach into pit road here. Sean's got some right side damage. He's been up against the boards. So Drift should be on pit road in the next lap, because he's gone 30 laps on a run.
Peach injection in now. Tyler Brewer is on radio coming in. Bondo. Where's Bondo? Bondo is... I think this will put him a lap. He'll stay a lap down, I think.
And look at this. Battle for what's going to become the lead here in a second. JW Miller, Brandon Alphin.
JW putting those feel goods to work. Slightly, the 10 lap difference will make a difference.
Yeah, it's
You'd
about a
think it's
6
only
lap.
10 laps,
About
but
6 lap separation is what it was. 113 to 107. Miller to Alphin there. So JW Miller back to the lead at 122.
I'd look for him to have the pedal down, and it's time to go. 45 to go.
Back here, Telder and Pierce. Now for ninth. Yeah, Kevin, those storms were kind of scary last week. We actually got lucky where I was up here, but glad you're okay and glad those people are okay. We rhymed with Tedler. My other name for him.
The Tedler.
Tedler. Ooh, he almost got that wall. There goes Bondurant flying through.
Bondo's still a lap down, on a mission to try and
unlap thyself.
You gotta stay in that lucky dog spot.
Fontaine is coming up on Alfin now.
Yeah, I hope that Alfin is just chilling out and trying to save some tires, but JW is saying goodbye, see you later.
Well, it could be that 6-lap difference on tires. I mean, remember those
You
other
wouldn't
stints
think
when they
it.
were all pitting like 1 lap apart. Now you had a 6-lap separation, and Fontaine's more a 2-lap separation. So there's that, or could, look at the lap difference, could Alfin be saving a little bit of fuel? So I think that could be a factor here too, because Alfin pitted at lap 108. You have to pit at 138 likely to go 30 laps, which guess what 138 and 168 is? 30. Caden, you got to win more than 3 races in your career to have numbers retired. Now, Allman, okay, you got room to speak. Allman's got like 3 times the amount of wins as you two combined. Was that a heel move on my part?
Zach Allman is ridiculously fast. All of the PPM kids are excellent drivers. Sometimes not the most.
They race perfectly clean
conscious.
around each other.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But they are very quick. And they're very fast. It was a joy. It was a pleasure to race with them. I still do on Tuesday nights when I could make it.
Well, there's your leader, J.W. Miller. 40 to go, so about 10 laps. And that final pit stop. Once again, I bring this up to you. Lucas Strayer is 13 seconds back. If I'm Lucas Strayer, I'm not taking tires on this final stop. If I'm Brandon Alfin, I'm borderline not taking tires on this last stop.
But if we don't get the caution,
what's the worst you do?
Yeah. Well, the worst is you hand the championship to JW.
What did Ricky Bobby say?
If you ain't first, you're last. What's Fontaine gonna do? Fontaine's gonna take tires and gonna go
here.
get him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna take tires and go take the fight to JW. This has been a good race to watch.
Fantastic race.
Not much in the way of like NASCAR action with flags flying of various colors. But, you know, with 3 to go, we could find some debris on the track like a regular NASCAR race. I have the power.
Caution is out.
Caution is out. Oh my God, I
Sean
jinxed it.
Peachin, it looks like Sean Peachin and Telder.
Oh, Peachin stopped on the track.
And this is just shy. Oh, boy. We're right outside the window. Let's see what
Telder
happens.
into glass. Telder's truck comes up. Oh my!
Oh, glass came down for some reason.
Glass came way down. 1 lane, 2 lanes.
3 lanes,
It's like
4.
he didn't. It's like he didn't know. Oh,
Oh,
Dylan.
boy. The boxing ring is going to be going here in a second.
Peachin with the meatball. Telder with the meatball.
Tell her we're more than a meatball.
More than the meatball.
It'll be a trip to the hospital.
Oh my. Dylan.
Kevin Davis with the line of the night. Caution would have been avoided if Telder was black flagged earlier. Fair statement.
As race control and also a teammate of Dylan Glass, I'm going to have to go ahead and put the 100% blame on Dylan Glass for that one.
Here we go. Pit stops.
Man, that's the most work I've had to do all night. I've just been sitting here enjoying my time, talking to Scala. Now I have to do typing. Proper channel that I type these things out in.
So tires going on for the 6. See what Strayer's doing. Strayer did not take tires. Fuel only for Strayer. He wins the race off pit road with
Gonna win the
Murphy.
race off pit road.
Fontaine with tires. Olfen with tires. Somebody was listening to me. And Drift's being Drift. He'll pit next time by.
Cleared if you get a flag sent. Mr. Glass claiming his mistake in chat there.
Yeah, unfortunate deal there, Sean. Unfortunate deal for Dylan and Telder. Sean said.
That's some more Brewer on Brewer action. That's bad.
Oh, it is Brewer on Brewer violence. What's
Bad news bears, Brewer guys. Come on.
Need I say we saw that brewing? Come on.
Oh, that was very punny.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well done. I'm sure
Very
Telder will be in
good.
here in a second saying don't encourage me, but hey. So Drift stayed out. 11 lap older tires. I see the play here for Drift.
Lap was that?
122 is when Drift pitted.
Kitchen disconnected, so I couldn't see it. What lap did they die on?
It'd been, let's see, 135, 132-ish.
I need to type it into the official log of things that have caused cautions. 32.
Peachin's quote on chat. This will be on the radioactive GLSR style that will be released sometime in the future. Don't kill me.
I'm
I
sure
am
the
fast
Brewer
and
chat-
on tires.
I'm sure the Brewer chat isn't the nicest place.
Hey, let's go check it.
What a great group of guys, though. I really enjoy racing with all of them.
All right, so Drift is coming to pit road now. So Drift must have done the accidental purposely drove through pit road move.
Yeah, because then you can come in on the
Right.
second lap.
And so nobody else comes to pit road here. So we're looking at a green flag with 31 laps to go.
Oh my.
Who can save them?
You can stretch it, for sure. Playing in the draft. Just being real gentle. I feel really bad for Sean there. He didn't have anything to do with that. Really had nowhere to go.
Right. I'm going to take my headset off for just a quick second. I'm going to let him talk for a second.
Quite possibly the worst idea Scala has ever had in the long history of Captain Esports Network. You can't hand me the reins of anything. What do we got going on here?
All right. I'm back. You got your 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah, I didn't even say anything.
Oh, well, there you go. So I'm checking with some owners that are out watching the race right now, a.k.a. the guy that runs TIX. He told me that these guys should
yourself.
be... No,
I
there's
see.
another guy, but he said that most of these guys can go 31 laps, no problem. So the fuel
Oh,
mileage
yeah,
race is
for
done
sure.
for.
Yeah. 31 is definitely possible.
So here we go, Strayer to the green. Hey, let's crank it up for the people. And go wide open. So J.W. Miller has gone to the lead.
He has a mirror full of orange trucks.
And Jason Dalton, who's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, all of a sudden Dalton's up there gonna make a hole for his buddy.
Last season's winner right there.
Maybe he's on a mission to win it again. Sam's gonna go up there behind him and
Trying to follow his teammate.
try to follow his teammate up, get the draft. JW wants to close the hole, but not enough room. That'll let Sam get the run on the outside off of 2 here if he takes slightly higher line.
You know, looking at some other things here from that last pit stop. Tim Abril here in his 6th position. He's on tires. He topped off, I believe, at that caution. He's up to 6 now. Brett Murphy's back here. Cam Ingram. Some of these guys back here might be on a strategy to take tires later if something happens.
If we get a caution right now, it's a completely different race. Lucas Strayer wins.
With the way Millennium's luck's been this year?
Well, I guess. Let's not jinx him. I said the C word earlier. I didn't even say it. I said flags of various colors. It still came out.
It happens.
There's some Brewer on Brewer.
As Alex Cummings going to the outside of Brandon Alphin here. I wonder if Brandon's saving tires a little bit here. Letting the tires kind of sit there and then later in his race pounce maybe, or Brandon's getting tight, not sure.
Board here on my screen and see his RPMs look like. Yeah, it looks like he is pushing a little bit tight.
So we got this battle going on, and then you got this mess. As we come up to 25 laps to go.
Alex Cummings gonna get up there, stick his nose up in this business.
Yeah, why not?
As Tracy says. I do believe I just heard Brandon Alphin dump the clutch through 1 and 2
Saving
there.
fuel.
So he's saving fuel because his RPMs just dropped right out. See if he does it again. Yeah. Clutch. No clutch. Here we go. That's why you should always have a clutch. Much better
That could be a
for
clutch move for him in the end.
It could be clutch. Yeah, he's definitely saving fuel, knowing that if we get a green-white checkered, we might have enough left over to not have to pit for keep the track position.
So Alfin's
These
falling
guys
back
out
in
front running hard, they're going to be burning it off.
So Alfin falling into the clutches, no pun intended, of his teammate here, Tim Averill. Trying to go up here and be the Chicago spoiler.
Maybe trying to get in front of him and help tow him along, save that little bit more gas.
So I will
also
say, now I will say, and I think it's no secret, I have mentioned at times throughout the season, I will communicate with the team while up here in the booth. I don't say it out loud much because I'm being unbiased. And wait a minute here. Alfin's coming to pit. Oh no, Alfin's falling back. I thought he was coming to pit road. Never mind. My apologies. I just made probably Lewis urinate himself again. I've already done it twice today. I've made at points where I've gone over and talked to him real quick in between like talking points or whatever for myself. And tonight I've actually been messaging throughout the race on Discord in the private chat and stuff. So I've been trying to talk to him a little bit, and because like I said, when I call the race on the air, I'm here for the broadcast. That's my job. But there's nothing wrong with me typing over here to the team while I'm calling the race.
As race control, I am unbiased, and it doesn't matter to me who caused what.
Right.
But I'm cheering for my Brewer boys here.
Absolutely.
Tyler Brewer running P9.
Right there in the 40 truck.
Yeah.
So the question is, if Brandon is short on fuel, how short is he, and where are these other guys at?
He pitted on lap.
They pitted with everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Well, then nobody should be short on fuel. Just a question of one lap.
All right, so I just found out from my source that he says he can't make it. Leaders should be short.
Huh? Interesting.
The pot is stirred. So if that's the case,
Early battle up here.
if that's the case,
Dalton
go ahead.
battling with Miller just only serves to burn Miller's tires off that little bit more. Dalton gonna push him way down to the bottom there, only give him one lane. Not give him a lot of room on exit. Make him chew those tires up. Miller not giving up easy either though.
These guys are racing hard.
Diving it down the inside like that.
You almost wonder if these guys might go, if they're short as much as it sounds like, are you pitting here in the next 5, 2?
I would think you'd have to do it early.
Really
for track.
quickly? Yeah.
Yeah. We got 25 to go this time by.
Which then you wonder if this race falls into Strayer's hands. And there's so many questions in this daggum thing. Hey, by the way, season 7's coming up.
Miller
in
gonna slide
Cinco de
up
Mayo.
awful close to the front of Dalton's nose there.
Little truck slider.
Here comes Sam in the draft.
Sam's
Thank you.
probably
I'll have
saving.
a little of that. Just
That's-
saving tires, just hoping, waiting patiently while his teammate makes Miller work for it. Oh, Dalton gonna dive to the inside now. I don't know. I don't think that's the play. Miller with the huge run on the outside there.
There are so many questions to be asked here. Oh, man.
And look at Alex Cummings, just kind of chilling out back there, waiting, patiently waiting.
All right, Brewer and Bondurant on pit road. And Tyler Brewer on pit road too.
Looks like Fontaine has found his way around his teammate. He's going to go get some J.W. Miller now.
I'm curious to see if Sam maybe saved enough fuel.
Just
Now, here's
riding in the draft and clutching in the corners. I think if he was clutching in the corners, I think Alex would have passed him unless. It's tight.
Now,
It's
another
interesting.
situation I will bring up is Brandon Alphin is right behind the 98 of Chris Evans. So he's drafted behind Evans, and right in front of Evans is his teammate, Tim Averill. So he could be drafting off 2 trucks here, and Chris has been off the pace most of the night, so that could be slowing him down to help him save the fuel.
It's pretty much time to start going if you're going to go now.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you're going to do something about it, now is the time.
And Strayer, by the way, for those watching, he's 9th right now. He's riding behind his teammate, Brett Murphy. So he's saving fuel.
Top 4 with an 11-second gap now, though.
Yeah, as a matter of
That's a
fact,
pretty big deficit.
Strayer is coming up to the back of Alphin right now, as a matter of fact. So you got Drift and all these guys coming up to the back of Alphin. Oh, contact Alphin and Evans, or not Alphin, but Drift and Evans. That almost got ugly.
JW only about 6/10 ahead. See if Sam can start picking away. Couple hundreds there, couple hundreds here, couple hundreds there.
Pretty much.
Just got to be better. Being in his draft will help too. You just got to match his line and stay behind him.
And one thing I should share too for viewers watching, the draft is a little overpowering in iRacing. And when I say that, I mean it is a stronger force.
JW Miller just said he's pitting.
Here we go.
Jason
Exactly.
Dalton.
He's on the line right now. He's coming in. Miller's coming to pit road. Fontaine's coming. Here they come to top
Fontaine
4. Oh, no.
Oh, no,
Dalton
no,
got
no.
to Fontaine, and no. That's maybe a penalty for Dalton, but Fontaine's
That's
got
gonna be a
damage
penalty
now.
for Dalton. Fontaine, yeah, a little bit of damage. Those guys were just riding back there, waiting on JW to make that move. It's gonna black flag.
If you click on entry, you'll be able to see if he got a flag or not. Tim Averill leads this race now with Alphin in second. Alphin is behind him, saving. Eight laps to go.
How did Dalton not get a flag for
Wow.
that?
I mean, he
hasn't given it to
mollywopped
him
the
yet.
cone.
Yeah, but Dalton got a touching the cone penalty earlier in the season, and it black flagged him for it. That should have been an unsafe pit entry.
So this pack of trucks are together now, and here comes Tyler Brewer with fresh tires, I believe, and Bondurant too.
To have fresh tires right now.
So Miller came out in 7th. He is 17 seconds back from the leaders. So now it becomes a cat-mouse game. You have Alphin with Averill behind him. Lucas Strayer's right here in 4th, 7/10 back from Alphin. You're almost playing chess right now to get one of these two to pit, and if you're the other truck at that point, you back up to the other trucks and save fuel the whole way. As Drift's trying to take second.
How tight. So tight.
And here comes the battle for the championship right here. Strayer outside of Alphen.
Alphen clutch in. Go saving. Clutch in. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
It is so close. So Drift leads. 4 laps to go. And now Strayer's going to come for the lead.
Is that Brett Murphy coming up behind Strayer there? Going to get helpful for his buddy?
What?
One truck back.
Strayer's going like he's good to go.
Did he come in?
No, they both came at the same lap. 133. 3 to go. Now Drift came at 135, so Drift's in the catbird seat here.
Oh man, it's so tight on fuel. Lucas Strayer says he's coming to the pits.
Did he just say he's coming to the pits?
He just said he's coming to the pits.
Here he comes to pit road.
So now it's a question as to if Alphen has saved enough fuel.
He's backing up. He's like 4 seconds back.
Oh,
Here
yeah,
he is.
I would definitely
2 laps to go. I'm backing up.
Here.
You've got...
You don't need to win. You just need to beat those two guys.
You got 4 seconds. He's got 4 seconds on J.W. Miller.
What a battle.
Actually, I'm sorry. He's got 6 seconds to Miller. I miscounted. Here we go. Final lap. Drift's out of gas, I think, or he's backing off or something.
He backed way, way, way off there.
Tim Averill, I think, is backing off.
I think Drift is out of fuel.
Drift's out of fuel.
Drift's out of gas.
Here comes Averill.
Spottering. Averill to the lead. Alphen.
Off of turn 4. Tim Averill is going to be a first-time winner. And off of 4,
Attaboy.
TIX is a champion with Brandon Alphen. Season 6 champion. Miller almost gets to him. And Miller's going to push Brandon.
Brandon must be out of gas now. You got to push him back around so you can get a photo up in.
What a race!
April's out of the fuel too.
Everybody's out of fuel.
Everybody's out of gas. April, great race. Good win, buddy. Alphen, congratulations. You are season 6 champion.
Miller, it looks like about a half a lap maybe on gas or something. I mean, it's really close on these guys. But Brandon Alphen wins the championship. Tim Abrams, the winner of this race. Strada Italiano's going to be celebrating, I would think. What a race for TIX. What a race period for this league.
That was a great race. What a race. Abro, Ingram. Look at Cedric Ingram with a P2.
Yeah.
Brandon Alphen, J.W. Miller, Sammy Fontaine. Poor Lucas Strayer was there, in with a shot, but just couldn't save enough fuel.
For some reason, my ticker's like gone nuts. It's still updating like positions and stuff. It's got Cedric winning the race for some reason here. So I don't know what's going on there, but so it's not going to show anything right, I don't think, here when I show this. Oh, it is accurate. Look at that. So Tim Averill wins it. 2 seconds over Cedric Ingram, who gets his best finish of his career. Brandon Alphin wins the championship from third. He pulls a Matt Crafton, doesn't win a single race. J.W. Miller fourth. Sam Fontaine fifth. Will finish third in points. Alex Cummings sixth. Jason Dalton seventh. Ben Pierce, Drift, and Bondurant finishes 10th. Tyler Brewer 11th. Brent Murphy. Lucas Strayer will get fourth in the points. Unfortunately, 13th in the race. Cam Ingram, Sam Barnes. Let's see, Robert Lukens, Chris Evans, Dylan Glass finishes 18th. In the race, Telder 19th, 20th to Sean Peachin. Travis Ikavachi 21st. Drayton Cook didn't run the race. He accidentally appeared. He only gets credit for saying his name twice. But, man, holy cow.
What a race.
Oh, man. All right, let's...
They're talking about burning him down in the race chat, but ain't nobody got no gas.
I mean, I guess you go put up another session and burn it down. I don't know. All right, let's go and talk to... I don't know. You know who the hell to talk to. I guess we could start with someone. Let's see. When did Caden Atkins finish? Question of the night right there. But Sam's going to do burnouts for the team.
I believe he was trying to get some smoke in the photo.
Artificial smoke. Hey, Clark, go down there. Clark, go down there. They need some smoke.
When I joined the session as race control, usually I join as a driver. You see me on the standings at the bottom every time. But tonight I joined the way that you do to watch.
Oh,
but my truck would normally be there full of fuel and fresh tires. I could go out there and
that's fantastic.
spin some donuts.
All right, let's get the race winner. Let's get Timmy up here with us. Tim Abril gets the win tonight.
What a drive.
Here, how about this? In Travis Ikavachi's number. He gets the win tonight.
13 got her done.
Yeah, right. Tim gets the win tonight. Tim, welcome in. We're gonna talk to you first. First career win for you. Sputtering to the checkered flag is you get yourself a victory and help get the team a championship.
Yes, sir. Say whatever it takes. I'll say we had our crew chief Drayton Cook up in our ear the whole entire race, and he was talking to us, and we're like, we think we're not gonna make it, and he's like, no, you got it on fuel. So I'll say we definitely want to thank him for the strategies and keeping us calm even when we were starting to panic there towards the end, looking at the fuel numbers.
I was gonna say that owner of yours was probably panicking in that room. So Tim, I gotta ask the obvious question here. I'll bring it out a little bit. You missed about 3 races earlier this season, as you actually were off doing some military stuff at a secret base or whatever. How cool is it to come back and to win a race like this?
Oh yeah, it's definitely cool. I'll say I do hate that I had to miss those 3 weeks, but like you said, it was military duty calls. But I'll say I've had a couple finishes in this league, second, third, couple top fives. Been right there, just wasn't able to pull it out. So it's definitely nice actually being able to pull one out and finish it out strong.
So for all of the people of Paw Paw, West Virginia, population I think is like 50, you said?
Population's a little more than that.
Oh.
It's a couple hundred,
Oh.
I'll say, but
Couple hundred.
Yes,
it's a small town definitely, but the high school's only got 100 kids in there from grades 7 through 12.
Well, great job tonight, man. Welcome to Victory Lane. First career win, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, like I said, definitely want to give a shout out to Drayton Cook, crew chief, calling the shots tonight. He was in here the whole night. Want to get a shout out to Anthony Serrato at Strada Italiano over in Asheville, North Carolina, for sponsoring us this season. Look forward to having them back next season. And we'll give a shout out to you for putting these broadcasts on every week and doing what you do.
Absolutely, my man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and go celebrate a win.
Congratulations for sure.
Good TIX racing, baby.
There you go. Tim Abril, the winner tonight, as he celebrates a win. Let's talk to the driver who finished. We got the winner out of the way. Let's talk to our second place finisher here, Cedric Ingram, who gets his career best finish in the league. Cedric, congratulations, man. What a way to sneak up there and steal second place. If Cedric even hears me.
I was wondering if we'd get silence from Cedric.
He does talk. I've talked to him plenty of times.
He's a quiet man.
He is.
Man.
There he is.
Hey,
What a race,
Said
man.
Good race, dude. Great run.
I appreciate it, man. That was a good one.
I was going to say 168 laps of one caution. Talk about your strategy out there at that last pit stop.
Well, I went to short pit around lap 112 ish, and then that caution. I know I was gonna throw. I thought I was good at the start of it, but I saw as soon as that green flag came out, I know I needed to save quite a bit. So um, didn't think it would come down to being that close though.
It worked out, and you definitely had a chance to almost win that race when it was all over with, and coming out second. I know you've had your ups and downs in this season. Of course, you've had your good finishes, you've had your bad luck and stuff, but to finish second in a race with a series like this has got to be something that makes you feel good.
Yeah, and that was the mission. Honestly, was to come in. Got a couple top tens throughout the season, but I said, I got to be a little bit better than that. I got to get a top five. So, mission accomplished. That close, it sucks, but hey, I can't ask more than that.
So, how does it feel to beat your son?
I beat him on multiple occasions. It's been very few, but hey, I love racing with Cam. I love racing with this league.
There you go, my man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and shout out to your like you, bud.
Oh man, shout out to the league, man. Shout out to Cam. Looking forward to next season 7.
Season 7, yeah.
Yeah, looking to have fun.
There you go, my man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations. Go enjoy yourself.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Cedric Ingram finishing in the second position tonight, and let's.
I know he's waiting down there somewhere.
He's gonna wait. I'm going to find actually. I'm gonna go talk to our points guys too here. That's where I'm going to here. I want to talk to Lucas first. Let's talk to Lucas, 4th place finisher, unfortunately in the points tonight. He was definitely, I think, playing the caution strategy there at the end. Lucas, unfortunately, backfired just a little bit, but you know the worst you could do is finish 4th, and still a hell of an effort this season.
Yeah, I mean that was the idea. So I know my roommate and I, Gavin, we do these Michigan races all the time where we just save a set. Because if there's a wreck with 10 to go,
absolutely,
it's like you put
win.
NOS on your car and you just fly through the field. So we were like calculating. So when we came down, we were like, I don't think we can make it. I don't know. It's gonna be super close. So Brett and I just took the gamble. We're like, we're just gonna not take tires because what are the odds someone wrecks? Like we're gonna rebunch the field. The final 3, I guess, up there are gonna run like crazy with whoever else is up there. So I was thinking like, yeah, like there's definitely a chance that something will happen. Like we saw that at the beginning of the race. So if there was a caution with like 18, anywhere between 20 to 15 to go, we'd restart and you just see me blow by and just parade lap around.
It'd probably be screaming and crying at the same time.
Yeah, so
That
I was.
caution that was yours.
Yeah, I mean, I was running 4th of the group. The whole thing was a pit stop battle. I was really bad getting off pit road because I didn't want to spin, so I was being super careful, and I just kept losing a bit of time. So me and Ben kind of discussed it. I was 4th in the playoff. I was 4th place out of the group before the caution, and I still finished 4th at the end. So technically, it's a net 0. So we took a gamble. It didn't work out. If I could do it again, I would have tried the fuel saving because it seemed like that was actually the thing to do. But like I said, if there was a caution, it wouldn't have mattered. So, oh well, 2 laps short. We still get the team championship, so we got that.
There you go, and you got that last week. So congratulations, and I know your family's watching, is proud of you, and definitely a career season on your end this season. Definitely showed up, got yourself a win. Hopefully we'll get you back for season 7. I think it'd be cool to have you. I'm just throwing it out there. But needless to say, man, shout out to whoever likes you, bud.
Yeah, I want to thank Soap for jumping on today. We had this cool Trackhouse inspired schemes tonight, so I want to thank getsoap.com. But yeah, I just want to thank the team. That was we gave it our all this year, and yeah, oh well, it happens. But yeah, hi mom, hi dad, hi grandparents, hi cousins, aunts, whoever's watching. Hi everybody. I'm on YouTube. Woo! And last but not least, for the final of the season, I want to thank our lovely broadcaster for doing an amazing job as he does every week.
Yeah, give Clark thanks. Good job. Nice job, Jason. Great job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The man of the hour today.
Great race, Luke, for sure.
Great job,
Thanks,
man.
man. I tried, but let's go party, boys. I don't care. 4th place is still a party. Let's go.
Yeah, 4th place is 4th place.
Great. I love that attitude right there. That is so awesome. Great job to Luke on finishing 4th. And in the championship this season, let's get him back down to his...
Breaking news in the GLSR general Discord chat.
Uh-oh.
William Keith Calhoun Pontoon
He's back.
has reserved his number 99 and says that Bully Racing is coming back. So looking forward to that
The
for next
season 1 champion returns. Uh-oh.
I just spotted that info in the Discord now.
Unfortunately, I don't have breaking news music. Right. So let's go get our 3rd place finisher in the points, and that is going to be Sam Fontaine. Mr. Grew, unfortunately, falls up short in his chance for a second or his first championship here in his second try. Sam, it wasn't for a lack of effort. You showed it up front all night. Even I think you might have led a lap or two, but you definitely put the effort in there. Unfortunately, falling a little bit short.
Yeah, well, it's part of the game. I thought I was right on my strategy, and I had to change it through the race at some point. But at the end, we had nothing for GW, and for some reason, Alfin made it happen at the end. So, congrats to him, and it is what it is. Next season, man.
Absolutely. Can you talk a little bit about what this season meant? Obviously, it's your second season with KJD. Of course, you've put some great paints together, and you and Jason, of course, you guys went through some ups and downs, but you were able to hold through and got yourself a win on the road course at Charlotte this season and came close in a couple races. It just seems like that next step is right there for you.
Yeah, for sure. We have a good group. We are pretty good on track, pretty consistent, and at the end, normally that's what pay at the end of the season. But with the format we got in this league, it's not. But it's okay, man. It's part of the game. We have to play by the rules and try our best to win the last race of the season.
Well, great job tonight, and congratulations, and shout out to whoever likes you, bud.
Yeah, man. Everyone who made it happen this season in GLSR. Black Horizon too, you in the booth, Jason who did the race control the whole season. Sorry for you, man. That was a long season for you. And everyone in the team, KGD too, which we all gonna be back next week, next year. So.
Well, great.
Glad to hear.
Absolutely, man. Great job, and I think you guys got a pretty good member coming to join you guys at come next season. So. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We got some really good racer coming up.
There's a machine coming back. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Great job, and congratulations, bud.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. You too. 3rd place finish for him in the points. Valiant effort there by the French-Canadian driver known as Grew to me. We know him as Sam Fontaine. Let's talk to our 2nd place points guy. As he comes ever so close once again, J.W. Miller finishes 2nd. Close one for you, but unfortunately, just how close was it for you making it all the way?
We weren't going to make it. I had to make the stop.
Yeah, I can hear the little bit of disappointment there. What? Talk about the race, obviously, itself. You were one of the faster trucks all night. You led plenty of laps in the race. What was that one thing missing?
The one thing missing was a cautionless race. We had a really fast Shocker Ford F-150, and yeah, not much to say.
Got to compare this one back to that season 2. Did this one sting a little bit more, or is it about the same, or what's the feeling?
It's a little better for reasons I'm sure you understand.
Right. Yep. Understood. But still a great effort, though. I know your fans and your friends are proud of you. Obviously, a great season for you to get back into racing and stuff. And I know you just continue to show why you're one of the better drivers in this series.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to whoever you want to, bud.
Yeah, shout out to shockguru.com for being on the truck. Your snowmobile, ATV, UTV side-by-side shocks there. Shout out to you guys, as always, for doing the broadcast. Always love watching it back. And shout out to all the admins and everybody else at GLSR, especially the top 4. We all had a great race there. That was really fun.
Absolutely, man. Well, keep your head up. Great job, and we'll see you next season, bud.
See you.
Absolutely. JW, second place finisher in the points, and finished. I don't even know where you're finishing the race. Like 4th, I think. I think he was pretty close. But my standings are all jacked up, so I don't know who finished where anymore. Yep. But all right, let's go get the champion and bring him up here. Is Brandon Alphin, just literally about 4 hours ago or so. Was in a basement as there was tornado warnings around him and a tornado on the ground, and he's like, I might not make it, and shows up and goes out here and through the fuel mileage. Brandon, you're the season 6 champion of GLSR.
Yeah, it was an exciting race. That's what probably with about 10 to go. I'll give a shout out to Drayton Cook as well, crew chief. He came in the last 4 races and kind of helps with the strategy and stuff. And with about 10 to go, I mean, I knew I was going to have to save. And we started kind of getting worried, and, he just kind of trying to keep positive, say, no, you're going to make it. And, I was really falling off those last 4 laps whenever I saw JW and Fontaine, and just was fortunate enough to create a big enough gap to be able to cross the line. I just kind of zoned out there as far as I got so caught up with JW, I didn't even know where I finished. I was just paying attention to him. So it was an exciting race, man.
Talk about the feeling to go out here and be a champion. I know you and I have talked a little bit off the mic and said that, you feel like this group is different than other leagues you race in. You feel like that this is a top-notch series of guys. So to be the guy that comes out and wins the championship after this, that's got to be a feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah, after the first season, it was, I don't want to say frustrating, but it just kind of, I thought I was better than what I had shown as far as my finishes, and it was just kind of a different mentality, I guess is the right word to put, and stuff. And, I wanted this season, everybody in the league, I've never had any problem with them. Everybody races good, hard, and clean. And, just wanted to kind of come in to season 2, just kind of, I guess, peel back the layers a little bit about me. I know we all do this to have fun, but there's still that competitive edge into you to say, no, that's, I'm better than that. That kind of, that's just kind of my personality, excuse me, in a sense. So just wanted to kind of show what I could do as far as that goes. So it was a fun season.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch you, of course, this season as you went out there and competed. The only weird question here is you're quickly becoming the Matt Crafton of this league. No wins, and you're a champion.
Yeah, that's, I was coming into this race, it was really, obviously, you're going in trying to win, but then you're also still aware of what's going on with the Final Four. So, it was good to see Tim, too, get in the victory lane. So I know that was big for Strada. I know Anthony, he had sent Chris an email this morning and, about them watching. So it was awesome to see, us not only win the championship as for the Strada team, but as well get a race win in the same night. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, great job this evening, and congratulations, season 6 champion. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to obviously you and Chris Lewis as well for inviting me in this league. Again, it's always a blast. Look forward to it every Wednesday, and then also Chris Lewis as well. And then Strada Italiano with their support and stuff, being able to make this happen, and I believe they're a go for next season as well. So that's obviously exciting. And that's what, if Anthony Serrato, if you're watching this, hey, I like Bud Light, baby. You keep your toe down there. And so y'all be ready to rock.
Well, great job tonight. And yeah, you're the champion. They can't take it away. And go celebrate with the team. And, yeah, we'll see you in season 7 in, where were we, Daytona? Yeah, Daytona on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh man, gonna have to get that Dos Equis ready, I guess. Aren't we?
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations.
All right, appreciate it, Chris.
Absolutely. Brandon Alphin, the champion of season number 6 here in the Great Lakes Truck Series. As I'm just realizing I'm over here in the wrong Discord, moving people around. Here we go. Let's get him to his team. I don't know why I just didn't tell you, Jason, to move them for me. Just saying. But anyhow, all right, we are all done. What a season it was here, a 6th season. I know we didn't get to really do the podcast as much. I know it's been kind of hectic on my schedule, moving to nighttime, working-wise. Obviously some getting married, some doing other things in their personal life and things like that. It's gotten crazy here during Season 6, but we promise Season 7 should be great. And the one goal, of course, I have for Season 7 is to get that podcast back up and going in the very near future. But congratulations to the Millennium team, of course, winning the team championship. Congratulations to Brandon Alphin on the championship, Tim Abril on winning tonight. All the new winners. Matter of fact, with Tim winning tonight, that means we had, let me make sure I get this number right in my head. Would that been 12 winners in 14 races?
12. 12 winners in 14. What a season.
Because the only repeat winners were Alex Cummings, and then last week, Aaron Smith. So there you go. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. So what a season it was.
For the books.
And by the way,
lots of ups, lots of downs.
Before I go, I have one last message I'm going to read. And this is a message from Sam Barnes, believe it or not. He sent this to me earlier tonight. And this was on the podcast, by the way. He made this comment. As soon as I find it, that's not Sammy B. He said to me, and I quote, this was December 14th, 2021, the first podcast for the new season. And it's actually a message from Brandon Alphin to Sammy. It says here, Scala told me that you picked me to win Chicagoland. That's from Sam Barnes.
Did say that he called it earlier on.
So there you go. That's just the reason why we got to get the podcast back on. Just say. Anyways, great job to everybody in the league. That was a lot of fun to be a part of this season. So I'll be back Season 7. We'll make it rock and roll and go from there. So with that said, we're out. Remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. Shout out Black Horizon Brewery. Appreciate your guys' support here in the Great Lakes Truck Series League. We're out. See ya. Brickyard.